All right, guys, let's continue our journey. We're learning about the stock market. We're learning about how stocks, the markets, and market players operate. We're learning about ETFs and any number of things that relate to the world of finance. Since we're answering questions about the stock market, I'm going to throw the questions here on the left side of the screen, and on the right side of the screen, you're going to see some graphics. I'm hopefully going to keep that little ADHD brain of ours occupied, but I want you to know, too much distraction will not allow you to fully understand things. Even though this is YouTube, if you want to learn, if you want to understand things, sometimes you're just going to have to sit down, be calm, and learn. So, question number 1, will stocks continue to rise? Look, when you ask a question like that, what you're basically doing is that you're asking that guy, that gal, that person, whoever you're talking to, you're asking them to predict the future. And you know this, I know this, we as humans, we are not good at predicting future events. So, will stocks continue to rise? Yes. So, will stocks continue to rise? No. Will stocks continue to rise? Maybe. Look, but I'm not trying to do a comedy routine here. This is for you to understand that answering questions like this is difficult. So to really answer this question, what we've got to start thinking about is what makes stocks go up in value. The key driver in the equity markets is basically earnings. So if a stock, that means that if a company that the stock is representing is increasing revenues or in any way is increasing its future revenues, guess what? That stock's most likely going to go up because it's making money, it's selling stuff. And stocks generally continue to rise as earnings go up. Look at Apple, look at Amazon, look at any number of these stocks which have had these crazy upswings. And of course, a lot of other things will happen as earnings go up. You want to have an expansion of profit margins. You want to own the marketplace. You want to own this. You want to own that. And basically what's happening is that the money the company's making, with that money, it's able to buy things to make itself bigger and perhaps better. So the next time someone asks you, hey, are stocks going to continue rising? You basically say, I don't know. Let's go find out if the earnings are improving. Now go do your work. Question number 2, is the economy going to crash in 2021? Well, genius, guess what? It's the same thing. We don't know. Yes, no, maybe so. But when the economy crashes, guess what happens? Stocks collapse in value as well. So why do stocks collapse in value? Well, because the economy is crashed or it's crashing, basically that means that you and I don't have money to go buy stuff. And this is the stuff that we're buying from companies. So if we're not buying stuff, guess what? That company is not able to sell stuff. It's not able to maximize its earnings. Its earnings are going to go down. Its profit margins are going to collapse. And then that company is no longer a good company. So frankly, this is one way for you to think about the economy and stocks as a connection. They are connected. They are not separate from each other. And if you really want an answer to the question, why don't you go and look and see how hot or how cold the economy is doing? That will lead you to the right way. The next question, will stocks continue to rise in 2021? Well, what are we talking about? We've been talking about expansionary earnings. We've been talking about expansionary economies. So if those things are true, that means that more profits are being made, more earnings are being made, and the economy is expanding, then of course, stocks are most likely going to continue to rise. And if that continues to happen, you might as well assume that the economy is humming along, things are going well, and you and I as consumers, we're going out and buying stuff. Now, the other thing that I want you to start thinking about is that, look, we've been stuck in this pandemic for some time. So you know this, that there's a lot of pent-up energy. People who have money will want to go out and start spending it. And frankly, some people are going to spend this money even recklessly. So this is another way for you to look at an expanding economy, is that have we been in a long down cycle? So by looking at how people are spending their money, this also gives you another glimpse into the health of the economy. So to wrap up this segment, will stocks continue to rise? Is the economy going to crash in 2021? Will stocks continue to rise in 2021? The answer here is it's TBD, to be decided. Go look at the data, see if earnings are going up, see if the economy is expanding, and you're going to have your answer there. Let's move on to the next video.